Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another interview from our interview series with successful business analysis practitioner. Today, I will be interacting with Akash Bhattacharya, who is a CBAP certified business analyst, and we'll listen to his journey in his own words. My name is Nitin, and I will be the host on behalf of Techcanvass. So, hi, Akash. How are you?
Yeah, thanks, Nitin. Thanks for a generous introduction. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking.
That's great to hear, Akash. Let's talk about yourself, Akash, before we begin with the interview. Let's listen to what you have done in the past, and let's hear it out from you.
Yeah, yeah. So, Nitin, I'm an electronics engineer, and I'm coming from a management background, and I've worked in a variety of fields, which includes working across IT sectors, real estate, utilities, and retail and BFSI, of course. Banking has been my forte across the years.
Hmm.
Apart from this, I have played a variety of roles, which includes working as a software developer. I started off as a software developer, and then I did my MBA in general management. Post my MBA, I've worked in a variety of domains as well as in a variety of roles. So I worked in a PMO function, and then in the operation strategy wing of a real estate company,
Hmm.
followed by good deal of exposure into payment space as a product manager as well as product owner, and of
Okay.
course as a business analyst in a variety of roles across Indian banking organizations as well as Accenture Solutions, which is my current company. So that's how the journey has been. Mixed exposure, both in terms of role as well as industry.
Yeah, that's a varied professional experience, Akash. Uh, let's talk about how did you decide that you will be going for CBAP certification?
Yeah, so Nitin, generally I plan for one certification every year, and that has been
Hmm.
the case every year since I completed my MBA. So last year I did CIPSP, which is one of the foremost payment service professionals certification. Prior to that, I did CSPO, I did Six Sigma, ITIL. But this year I thought that I will concentrate more on the CBAP certification because I was working, although I was working as a product owner, but it involved a lot of BABU activities. So I
Agree.
thought that would be a nice learning curve if I want to go for CBAP certification.
Yeah, and I believe, Akash, you cracked CBAP in your first attempt itself, which
Yes.
is not an easy thing to do. So it must have involved a lot of preparation. So let's talk about the preparation which went into becoming a CBAP certified business analyst.
Yeah. So the preparation, I must admit, it was thorough. So I definitely dedicated 2 hours every day for almost 90 to 100 days. It took me around 3 months to complete it. So
Okay.
every day I dedicated around 2 hours, and during the later months, I also
Hmm.
started solving questions in addition to the 2 hours I committed for reading Babok. So, uh, so the basically the preparation involved various aspects. One was, of course, I feel like shouting that you need to read Babok as many number of times as possible to clear the certification. But there are other aspects to it as well. Of course, you need to grasp the Babok concepts, and that is the foremost thing you must be doing or you should be doing. Apart from that, there are certain other things which you need to concentrate on, like memory juggling. That's an important aspect of this preparation. Uh, I will. I'm intentionally bringing this point. I know that there are many engineers or management graduates who target CBAP, and I know they have been through examinations like CAT or GMAT
Hmm.
in past. So there's a section in CAT and GMAT which is called reading comprehension. So I find this exam very similar to that reading comprehension section in CAT, where basically you can't assume things. It has to
Hmm.
be based on context. So this is the second point uh, which I want to highlight, that you should
Hmm.
read the questions carefully and you should answer based on the context. You should not generalize anything. There's nothing, no generalization, no scope of generalization in the preparation. So everything should be context based. And the third thing which I feel is important is practicing the questions. Of course,
Mm,
Techcanvass provides you uh, a holistic list of questions. I think there are 1,500, 1,600 questions. You prepare with them, and then you start repeating them once you completed it once. And while repeating the questions, the one thing which I followed or which I think will work is when you're
mm,
repeating it, write the explanations. It should not come directly from the memory. So
okay.
if you're writing the explanations, you tend to grasp the concepts better. So these
Mm.
are the three things which I think will be important. Reading Babok is of utmost importance. Stick to the context and practice as many questions as possible.
Yeah, I will not call it them as few things, Akash. I think you have completely covered and have given a comprehensive overview of how the preparation should be and how you prepared for it. Uh, so let's now look at any challenging situation which you faced and which you want to highlight and how you overcame it. So let's uh, talk about that aspect.
So there were several challenges across the journey. So one thing which I can call out or which I can recollect now is the memorization part. It was very difficult to memorize so many tasks and knowledge areas together. So what I decided to do is write down each knowledge area, each task within the knowledge areas with their elements, guidelines, uh, techniques, etc., etc. Whatever is there within that task, I used to write all the tasks every day, and I did it for a stretch of 60 days. That's how it helped me in memorizing. So the memory part is a big challenge in CBAP, and if you can memorize things, it helps basically to arrive at the correct answer during the examination. Otherwise, if you have to recollect those things during examination, it becomes more challenging. So the memorization part was a challenge for me as well, and I'm pretty sure that it will be a challenge for majority of the students who will be appearing for CBAP. So my advice will be to write down all
Mm,
the elements, uh, techniques if possible. I know it's very difficult to remember the techniques. If possible, try to remember the techniques, but elements you need to remember, guidelines you need to remember. I mean,
okay.
these is of utmost necessity, and you need to write them down.
Mm, mm, mm.
So this is one
And
challenge which I faced. The other challenge which I can say or which I can call out is that I mean answering the questions. Although I had already mentioned it that you need to stick to the context. So I was making a lot of mistakes since I was generalizing. So
mm,
you can never generalize the techniques. You have to answer the techniques based on the question context. That's
yeah,
another thing which seemed challenging to me because you need to unlearn a lot of things to basically stick to this mindset of answering according to the context of the questions.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Akash. Thanks for sharing that. And I believe you have already told a few seconds back that it took you 3 months to prepare for this certification. And I believe that that's good enough time to do that.
Actually, my trainers were advising me that once I reach around 70 in the Techcanvass mocks, you can go for it. So I
Mm,
reached 70 at around the 2.5 months mark, but
okay.
I delayed it by a couple of weeks since I wanted to be sanguine. So 3 months should be enough if you're dedicating 2 hours per day. I think it should be enough.
Okay.
But you have to dedicate 2 hours per day across those 3 months of it
Okay. Okay. And
religiously.
your okay, your success is Tech Canvas success, Akash. So, which area of Tech Canvas uh, did you feel was the most helpful? Was it the course training? Was it the question bank, or the entire course in itself?
The training was really up to the mark, I must say so, because I think I could CBAP concepts better after the training. My trainer was Harsh Shera, so he trained us well. And second one was regarding the question bank. So the questions were really up to CBAP standard. So I must off my hat. Thanks, Tech Canvas. The questions were really helped me in grasping the concepts better, as well as uh, basically tune me up for the actual CBAP exam. So both the things. trainer, the training material, as well as the question bank.
That's glad to hear, Akash. I know you had shared few tips with us in the beginning of the interview. Anything else, any tip which you want to share, which will help the aspirants who are planning to give this exam?
Another tip, maybe, which I can share is that try to when during the second or third month, it won't be the case during the initial months of your preparation. During the second or third month, you can try reading Babok along with solving the questions. I have
Okay.
seen there are students who either read Babok or solve questions. So
Mm,
it's better to combine them both instead of focusing on one of them during the later stages of your preparation. This is a tip
mm.
which I can share with the students.
I completely echo with you on this. So once you gain the theoretical knowledge from Bebok, you can actually implement it practically by solving the question bank or the question series which you have. So yeah, I
Yeah,
completely
so
echo with you.
during while solving the question series, you might be feeling that your concept is not clear on few of the knowledge areas on few of the tasks. You can always go back to that area, read Babok again, but practice the questions simultaneously. I mean,
Yeah.
it should not happen that you're reading Babok for 5 days and then you are practicing questions for 5 days, then you are again going. So it should not be a sinusoidal graph. It should be straight.
Thank you. Thank you, Akash. Thank you for sharing this wonderful journey and all the tips and the success which you have attained. Thank and congratulations on that again. And thank you for giving us this time. Thanks a lot, and all the best for your future, Akash.
Thanks, Nitin, and thanks again to Techcanvass and our trainers, as well as the wonderful people who have been creating the materials and question bank. Because of them, I have been able to clear CBAP and I will be indebted to them.
Thank you. Thank you, Akash. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.